What's up, Kansas City? Welcome back to another episode of This is KC Sports. I am your man, Bishop, live and direct here in the beautiful Kansas City, Missouri. Yes. Oh, man, it's typically Chiefs Victory Monday. But not today. I can't believe what my eyes saw yesterday. And we will talk a little bit about, actually, majority of the show is going to be about that because there's some things that need to be ironed out. I'm not like in a you know, red alarm, push the button, frenzy, panic mode or anything like that. No, never that. It's just a game, man, that entertains us. But I am starting to be, no, I can't even say that. I'm not concerned. I'm never concerned when it comes to the NFL and my Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not concerned about anything. I will be completely A-OK if we was one and done in the playoffs. And the reason I would be A-OK is because sometimes you have to fall and get knocked back down into reality and start like it's for me anyway. I can't speak for other people, but for me, I like the reset. I mean, you can ask my wife; she'll tell you I like the reset. Like I would throw every damn thing in the house away. That's not memories or priceless, precious items. I would throw it away and be like, let's just buy new stuff because I like the reset. For me, it means new beginning, and it's how the phrase a breath of fresh air. That's how it feels to me. It feels like I declutter, I reset it, I can go on again. And so what I mean is that if the Chiefs were one and done, because they're going to make the playoffs, okay? We're going to win the division. We're going to make the playoffs. If the Chiefs were to be one and done, I'm fine. I'm okay. I can live with that because I am actually ready to see the reset. Um, I'm not gonna think any less of my team. I'm not gonna think that they crap like I'm reading day in and day out on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram. Listening to some of these media heads, but mostly the fan base. I'm not going to talk crap and say, oh, this team is crappy, or talk crap about these players that's on the team that I cheer for. I'm not going to do it. Because I think just because they don't work in our system, our current system, doesn't mean that they won't work somewhere else. Like I always say, these players, they're human. But most importantly, they made it to where they were, working hard for. They completed their dream for the most part. And that dream for a lot of them was what? To play in the NFL, to play not just the NFL, MLB, NBA, whatever else, MLS, WMLS, or MLS. I said, Jesus Christ. But yeah, the women's soccer league, WSL. But yeah, they made it. They achieved their dreams, and that, and and also that they were chosen. They were chosen by the professional leagues that um, to play in those leagues. So clearly they're worth something, right? So just because a player don't fit in your team's current system doesn't mean that they're crappy players. It just means that they don't fit in that system. I've seen it time and time. I've watched the NFL all my life, man. All my life. Ever since I was able to understand what it was, I've watched it. You know? I remember watching it Monday Night Football after doing homework and stuff. Couldn't wait. You know what I'm saying? So, on ABC. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, what I'm saying is that I've seen players not work out in other system or in the system they're in and be excellent somewhere else. Sometimes all it takes is that breath of fresh air, that new scenery. That's what it takes. And that's what I'm on right now. We're going into, so I remember when Mahomes came into the league and he took the league by storm. No one ever seen a player play like him outside of Aaron Rodgers. But at that time, Aaron Aaron Rodgers was doing his thing, but Mahomes was slightly, they were like, shit, Mahomes is better than Aaron Rodgers. So uh, they started. So you had year one, you know, when I say year one, I mean the full year one, not coming in for a Broncos game that didn't mean crap to us when we had Alex Smith. I mean his full year one, year two, year three, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Right. So you had and I remember media heads was like, "Oh man, Mahomes is great year one." Technically he beat Brady in the AFC Championship game, technically. But the refs gave Brady the game because they called a BS offside zone D Ford, and then they called that BS hit to the head on Brady when his helmet barely got grazed. All right, cool. Year two, Mahomes at the top again. Super Bowl, boom. MVP, boom. Killing it. Damn. Year three, still at the top. Killing it. Boom, boom, boom. Then now you start hearing people say, "Oh man, we seen one phase of Mahomes. We seen this chapter of Mahomes. Seen this chapter, this phase of Mahomes." I feel like we're in a new phase of Mahomes, and here we are again, a breath of fresh air. It's different. Everything is going to be different, man. It's going to be different. So I feel like, because right now the new narrative is Mahomes has never had to play a road playoff game, right? We're in a new phase of Mahomes' era, new phase, and then you're gonna see a continuation of this phase next season because you're gonna see different receivers. I don't think Sky Moore is going anywhere. I know a lot of people are dumping on the kid, bro. This is only his second year, man. They are dumping on the kid. He's not going nowhere. He's cheap. He's a rookie. He's second year player, man. He's under a rookie contract. He's not going anywhere. I don't see Veach moving him. Sorry. Which I wouldn't. That's a cheap body, bro. Like a lot of y'all don't understand checks and balances and stuff. A lot of y'all don't understand labor and pay and you don't get rid of cheap labor, bro. You know what I'm saying? So you got cheap labor in Sky Moore. MVS is probably the one that I'll see not here next year. And that's because it is what it is. His contract is technically done. This is year 2 of 3. I think they're going to try to move him, do something. But you're going to start seeing, but anyway, you're going to start seeing you're going to see some new faces here because Brett Veach, And I'll be damned, dude, I will eat my hat. I guarantee you, Veach, Reed, Clark Hunt, they're looking. They're paying attention. All right, they are paying attention, and they're looking, and they see. Okay, look, we know Mahomes is great, and we know Mahomes can make anyone look like a star. But the issue is, it's not Mahomes. It's not the play calling. The issue is we are having problems with completing the task with some of the receiving core that we have. Right? I think Richie James stay. Um, Kelsey is like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, man, and that's because he's talked about retirement. I mean, he's getting up there, man. You take all them hits and stuff, and you start slowing down, bro. So he's pretty much 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So don't be surprised you see another tight end come from somewhere, right? Um, but if I had to say so, I'm kind of torn on what they're gonna do. Okay, kind of torn on what they're gonna do for the rest of this season. I think they're gonna continue to try to make it work. We also have a very young, inexperienced wide receiver coach, which I really dislike that. I feel like they need to get a veteran wide receiver coach in and let this guy shadow him over the next season, at least the remainder of the season, and see where he is for the next season. But so yeah, so that's where we are. I mean, that was an ugly loss to Jordan Love and company. However, I'm not a sore loser. I will say congratulations to Green Bay Packers and their organization for the win over my Chiefs. I mean, I could literally say in this case the better team won last night, and that's I've never really said that against any Chiefs opponents. I mean, the better team actually won last night. Outside of all the BS missed penalty calls, the better team won. I don't care. They executed damn near flawlessly. Jordan Love was comfortable in the pocket. We barely got any rush on that guy, which was odd as hell to me. But we barely got any rush. I continue to say Spags zone coverage is horrible. I don't care. I don't care. I will say that every year, because it's the truth. It is. All the open holes in the center of the field, all the receivers that's open, it's trash, man. He has a hell of a blitz, and that's what he's known for is blitz. But his zone coverage defense is horrible, horrible. I know you're gonna have some gaps, some opens, in when you in a zone, but dude, like it's like everybody's always out of. The Chiefs' defense has always looked weird when it comes to short yards stoppage. Uh, a team can need 4 yards, man, for the first, and the Chiefs' secondary is always like 6 yards deep. I don't. I'm like, what do you think? You think you're gonna the Flash? You think you're gonna cover those 2 yards in no time? Like I don't know. I don't get it. So that's all I got to say about that. Today's show, pretty much, we're gonna keep talking about this because there's some things that needs to be addressed. I still feel like if I were in Veach's shoes, if my opinion mattered in the Kansas City Chiefs organization, would I go get another receiver for the remainder of the season? At first, I was like, hell no, we good. Now, I think, yeah, yeah. I think this is the part of the season because we're coming into the playoffs, man. We're in the late tail end. There's still some games left. No, there's not a lot of games left. We're coming into the tail end part of the season. We're getting ready to approach playoff. Dude, go find a free agent. Somebody that still got it. I don't know if Kenny Galladay is a free agent per se. I don't know if he's on the damn Giants roster. What the hell's going on with him? But if he's available, go get him. Go get Kenny Galladay. it's a no-brainer. Go get him. Sit down Sky Moore or somebody. That's what I would do. That's my opinion. Sky Moore or someone would get sat down for a little bit. Practice squad. And the reason I elect Sky Moore is because I know y'all like, damn, why wouldn't you do MVS? Well, MVS is getting paid. He's the tallest, one of the damn tallest receivers on the team. And he's a vet. I'm not sitting him. I'm going to sit the second year guy. This is not a punishment situation. You're not on punishment. You're not in timeout. It's just we're trying to take care of business. And then we can sort shit out later. So Sky Moore, I'll probably send him to practice squad or something like that. Send him something. I'll figure out something. I don't know. I might be talking out my ass right now. I don't know. But I will figure out something here because we need experience right now. I mean, you're looking over the wrong side, and Mahomes is trying to take the blame for a lot of stuff. Mahomes told you guys, when you playing with me, you keep running. I can put the ball any freaking where on that fucking field and hit you in the hands. We know this. We've seen him Superman horizontal throw the freaking ball and hit fucking whoever, Clyde Edwards or whoever that was, right in the face with the ball. So we know he's a marksman with that ball. Keep running. What are you stopping for? That pass last week to NVS, where it was right there, dude, if he would have kept his speed, he would have caught that ball easily. Okay? He would have caught that ball. You left, dude, bro. Now, I'm not going to blame MVS for last night. Like I said, I'm not going to blame the refs. It's 60 minutes worth of football. We didn't execute very well on either side of the football. We couldn't stop the run. Damn, I miss Nick Bolton. Hopefully Drew Tranquill is okay. I'm glad. I think it came out that Brandon Cook X-ray came back negative. He didn't have a broken ankle. Thank God. The injuries, on that field was crazy. It's crazy. Like, we all complained about Arizona field, man. But sheesh, the hell is going on with GreenBay field? So yeah, that's where I'm at with all this. Like, I don't know, man. I just feel like if changes need to be made, they need to be made now. But title of the show is Everyone Cheers for Your Losses. That's true. Everyone cheers. They cheer when you're down, when you're not winning. And then they boo when you are winning. And then it's just the weirdest thing ever. It's the weirdest thing ever. But yeah, if changes need to be made, those changes need to be made ASAP. As in the last couple weeks. Seriously. Short yard. First off, another thing. Not first off, but another thing. Never stop giving Pacheco the ball. The guy is a maniac. We know this. We've witnessed this. The guy, I get Andy Reid reasoning. I get it. I know what he's doing. He's trying to avoid unnecessary injury or, wearing him out too much. Because if you notice, I wonder if a lot of people noticed. So when we had Jamal Charles, cold running back, y'all remember Jamal Charles, right? Andy Reid ran dude into the ground. Ran into the freaking ground. And I feel like Andy Reid is afraid to do that to the rest of these running backs that comes under him. And I can respect that. But my thing is, we have several different running backs that you can, if you feel like, because I could tell, well, obviously, Pacheco's the starter. We could tell that he's the fave, right? Duh. But when you feel like, okay, you're running the hell out of him, well, you have two more fresh legs. You have four fresh legs on the sideline. We got two legs each. You got four fresh legs on the sideline. Swap them out, man. Running back by committee, all that you were saying. Do it. Do it. That's what needs to happen. We can't stop running. We controlled the game by running because everybody is starting to be afraid of Pacheco, my guy from Rutgers. They're starting to they notice this guy is a tank. He's insane on that field with the rock. They know that. They scared, but they not scared of our receivers no more. We don't have Tyreek Hill. Hell, we don't even have Demarcus Robinson. You know what? It's crazy. I will settle for freaking Demarcus Robinson right now. Dead ass. Dead ass. Give me back Demarcus Robinson and Byron Pringle today. I would sign the dotted line. Remainder of the season. Boom. There you go. I would take that. Like I like KT. I like, you know what I'm saying, Richie James, Scott Moore. I like the players we have. I would rather the players we have work out than to get other players, but it's not working out right now. Right now, it ain't happening. So either because I'm not a fan, I've never been a fan of uh, getting rid of players. I've never been a fan of getting rid of players, um, unless it's blatant that said player is no good, right? Like I'm usually, I shouldn't say I'm not. Typically, my first mindset is, yeah, the player, it ain't working out. You ain't working in the system. I'm not gonna fire my coach because my coach isn't on that field. You are. My coach job is to design this play, and you get out there and execute. And you're not executing. Now, most of these coaches out here, they give players leeway to where they be like, hey, you pick what route, you're more comfortable with. You pick the route that you're comfortable with and you run it. They give them those options. You run it. If you're more comfortable with this, we're going to put more of this. If you're not comfortable with this, we'll take more of that out. So I'm usually never like, oh, okay, get rid of the coach. Coach ain't on the field. But in this case, I'm not a fan of people losing their jobs. That's why I feel like the wide receiver coach just needs some tutoring, or I guess you could say that, tutoring or coaching, or he needs to shadow somebody, at least for the remainder of the season. Get with a veteran, and he needs some kind of I can't think of the word right now. Oh man, he needs some consulting, bro. He needs to get with a veteran wide receiver coach for some consulting, and they can give him the tricks of the trade, I guess you could say. We're gonna take a quick break right here. We got more to discuss about my Chiefs and what the hell is gonna happen the remaining part of the season. I think we'll be fine. Like I said, I'm not panicking. It is what it is. We see what we're working with. What I'm hating is that people on the outside running their mouth like they know what they're doing on the inside. You can't come from my quarterback and say he would be nothing without Andy Reid, because Andy Reid is a guru. Don't get me wrong, Andy Reid is a coach guru, but I still feel like Mahomes can be Mahomes anywhere. Hell, he was Mahomes under Cliff Kingsbury in college. He just had a shitty ass defense. So yeah. Man, you listening? This is KC Sports live and direct on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. When we come back, we are going to continue talking about the Chiefs game. We're going to go ahead and talk a little bit about MNU, Mid-American Nazarene University. They are in a battle right now for the NAIA championship title against Milligan University. It's their men's soccer tournament. Man, it's like I said, the whole metropolitan area, Kansas, Missouri, whatever, city of champions. That's what they do. Stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey, sports fans. Are you in the market for Florida sports or just keeping up with the latest in the Panhandle? Palm Tree Sports is a dedicated audio hub to all things sports in the Sunshine State. We cover current events, big news, heavily favored opinions all across the NFL, NBA, MLB, and so much more. So come check us out every Saturday evening at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For a down south education on Florida sports and athletics, it's hosted by yours truly, Corey Pujols, and is powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
It's IE Sports Radio. It is your direct feed for all that is sports. It is Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris every Tuesday night right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris is the most comprehensive view on Philadelphia sports exclusively right here on IE Sports Radio. You know what it is, your direct feed for all that is sports. Tuesday night, IE Sports Radio, Philly Sports Talk with Cash and Chris.
IE Sports Radio fans, it's your boy, the SoCal Saint, the host of the premier professional wrestling podcast online today, the IE Elite Wrestling Show. If you're a fan and have a passion for the world of professional wrestling, this is the show for you. I take you inside the ropes with all the athleticism, high-flying, and hard-hitting action, and then we take it backstage with all the backstage drama and backstabbing that goes on in the world of professional wrestling today. If something's going on in the world of professional wrestling, rest assured, the SoCal Saint knows what's going on, and he's going to let you know too. If you're a fan, check us out every Tuesday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, only on IE Sports Radio. The IE Elite Wrestling Show, your direct feed for all that is professional wrestling, on the only network that is your direct feed for all that is sports. Check us out.
All right. Welcome to AZ Sports Daily. I'm your host, Kiernan Daly, bringing the heat to Arizona sports. There's no discrimination here. We're going to talk about every sports team, professional and college. The show is all about you, the listener. I'm here to entertain you. Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here? It's going to be fun, high energy. You may not agree with what I say. That's okay. Let me hear you. Let's talk about it. Join me every Wednesday, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, right here on AZ Sports Daily. That's AZ Sports, D-A-L-E-Y, and at IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Bumper to bumper, on the drive home, Bishop's got you covered. You're listening to This is KC Sports, powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up, everybody? That's right, you are listening to This is KC Sports, powered by IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your man, Bishop. Welcome back. We just been talking a little bit about my Kansas City Chiefs and that horrible L that they took, man. That hurt. That hurt. As y'all can hear the hurt in my voice, man, it hurt a little bit, but it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Like I said, MNU is currently facing Milligan University in Wichita, Kansas for the men's soccer NAIU championship. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hopefully MNU walk away with the dub. My Tigers, MU Tigers, they are set. They're not set, but they set. You know what I'm saying? They getting ready to deal with Ohio State Buckeyes, man. What? My Tigers is 10-2. Southeastern Conference, or the SEC. They will take on the Buckeyes, 11-1 in the Big Ten at 7 p.m. December 29th at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Y'all know what stadium that is. Man, it's a big matchup. Big matchup. It's funny because Ohio State is Michigan's nemesis. So hopefully my Tigers take care of business and dust them off. I can't wait for that. Hell, I can't wait for baseball season because NBA just isn't my thing. They are not my thing, man. So yeah, that's gonna be nice to see them deal with the Ohio State. I can't wait. My boy, man, he like Oregon Ducks. He's an Oregon Duck fan. Y'all know Oregon. They decided to go out there and let Washington dust them off again. Dude, I really thought Oregon was gonna win that game, man. That it's horrible. So horrible. I can't believe Oregon lost to Washington again. 31-34 was the final score. Yeah. That's crazy, man. So crazy. I mean, you know, last time Oregon and Washington met up, it was 33-36. I don't know what kind of freaking voodoo, hoodoo, doodoo, zuzu, juju that Oregon got on their ass, because they can't seem to get a lousy 4 points to beat Washington's ass, or at least go into overtime. They can't even get 3 points to go into overtime. 31-34 was the final score. 33-36 was the final score October 14th. What in the flying what is going on with Oregon? Now, I was talking to him earlier, I'm like, man, so what's going to happen? next year, because Nix is gone. He's going to end up in the NFL. He was telling me that they got that old boy from Washington State, I believe. Their quarterback had committed to go to Oregon. I believe it's Ward, Cameron Ward. Cameron Ward has committed, I guess, to go to transfer to Oregon for next season, transfer portal. So, is that how it works? I guess that's how it works. So right now, so I'm looking. It's not saying that. See, he could go anywhere, but the way my boy was saying was that he's gonna number one would probably be Oregon, but I don't know. It could go either way. I just can't wait. Chiefs get ready to take on Buffalo. Where my girl Patty at? Where Patty? Patty Backs. You ready for this game? Maybe I'm gonna have to catch your show or something, so we can go a little back and forth. Just a smidge. Talk about our teams. Not nothing crazy. Just what you expect from your team. What I expect from my team. Check the IE Sports Radio chat. Paige is in the building. Hey, girl. Hey, Paige. How you doing? Thank you for joining the show. What do you think about that Chiefs loss, Paige? What you think about that? Larry B's in the building also, man. Wow. Didn't know Larry B was here, man. That dude's like Shadow Man, bro. He's here, you don't know. The boss is in the building, Larry B. He at work. Uh-oh. So how y'all feel, man, about that Chiefs loss? Honestly, I dislike that loss more than the loss to the Broncos. I saw what was happening with that Broncos loss. This loss to the Green Bay Packers was definitely real. That wasn't scripted. I guarantee you that wasn't scripted. So what do y'all think? I know Larry B is like happy because he's a Raiders fan. So I know he's happy, but hold up, man, hold on. This just in, dude. This just in. MNU men's soccer team. Preston McKay finds Rick Hovinga for the equalizer. We are tied at 1 at halftime, ladies and gentlemen. MNU, Mid-American Nazarene University men's soccer, are in the NAIA championship game against Milligan, and they are tied. They are currently tied at halftime for the, it's 1-1. There you go. Look at that. Milligan Buffs. Milligan Buffaloes. I hope MNU leave with that trophy today. You can catch the action on ESPN. It's on right now. Catch it. I want to see what is the... That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Oh, we're back from half. I'm so behind. Oh,
brother, this guy stinks!
I'm so behind. Yes, I deserve that. MNU is currently leading 22-42. 20 minutes left in the second half. Is that correct? That don't look right. But anyway, 2-1. Mid-America is leading 2-1. Yeah. I'm so all over the place. That's how I play it, man. I'm all over the place. I'm just a freelancer. I think MNU is going to walk away with the NAIA championship. That's what's up. I think it's going to happen. Let's go, MNU. Pioneers, baby. So yeah, Paige, what you think, Larry B? Like I said, I know Larry B was probably giggling and he was probably snickering, but I'm going to say this for the Raiders. Y'all will get, the next time we meet, we're going to whoop that again. So, might as well get ready. Oh my God, people are out here. What y'all think the score going to be tonight? Thursday against New England and Pittsburgh. Man, dude, the odds right now is, I don't know what the odds is. I'm lying. I don't know. I haven't looked at the odds for that game, but there's a plus 8,000 odd for under 7.5 total match points between New England Patriots and Pittsburgh Steelers for Thursday night football. Under 8 points, bro. If that happens, well, and I think the reason people are running with it is because we just saw what happened between New England and the Chargers. 6-0. These are grown-ass men playing professional sports, and it was 6-0. How, Sway? How? So, yeah, I feel like the Chiefs, we got some things to do. Definitely going to get it together. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see here. I was trying to look and see if there was any more news on Brandon Cook's injury from last night. Like I said, last thing I saw was that the x-rays was negative for anything broken. Hopefully there wasn't no ligaments or anything like that torn or tendons torn. And he can, heal up and get back, because I definitely like him on the field as a safety. Let's see here. See, man, I hate reading. I hate getting on happy birthday out there to Mike Danya from the Chiefs Kingdom, man. I hate getting on Twitter, or X, formerly known as Twitter, and seeing things, about Sky Moore is being lost out there on the field, and all that stuff. Like I said, second-year receiver, man, give a guy a break. I get it. Trust me, I know we're used to winning. I know we're used to winning in high fashion. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Somebody was saying last December the Chiefs lost to the Bengals, eked out a win versus the crappy Broncos. I mean, it's okay. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. I just hate seeing when people just go crazy on the team, man, for no reason. I think we're going to bounce back. We're going to be fine. I know it's the end of the season. I know this season has gone by so fast. It's crazy. But you better believe the higher-up personnel and the coaches are doing their jobs, and they are making sure that everything is going to be everything. We're going to take another quick break real quick. We come back. We're going to continue to talk about this, try to get some feedback on that Chiefs-Packers game. I know there's some Packers fans in the IE Sports Radio family somewhere, man. I talk y'all stuff, man. Y'all won y'all Super Bowl last night. This is KC Sports. I'm your man Bishop, IE Sports Radio. We'll be right back.
Sports fans, do you like teams that are tough, cities that are tougher, and fan bases that are passionate about their teams? How about teams that are historic and stadiums that are iconic? Then you belong in Chicago, and you need to check out Chi-Town Weekly. Join me, Adam Kernan, every week as we keep up with all things Chicago sports. Bears, Bulls, Blackhawks, Cubs, White Sox. We'll cover them all, plus more. The Windy City is always buzzing, and we'll keep you up on all the big games and major stories. So tune in to Chi-Town Weekly every week right here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
What's up, everybody? This is Taryn Rodriguez. Are you a fan of volleyball? Are you a fan of Thunderous Spikes? Then I have the show for you, Set Point, where I cover NCAA men's and women's volleyball, high school boys and girls volleyball, beach volleyball, and even professional volleyball. Catch the action every week here on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports.
Are you a fan of Buffalo sports? Are you thinking of changing loyalties and becoming a Buffalo sports fan? Do you even know where Buffalo is on the map? Did you know Canada is closer to Buffalo than New York City? Welcome to the Buffalo Huddle, every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. I'm your host, Patty Bax. This is a podcast designed for you, the passionate sports fan. I know you love your sports. Who doesn't? I cover Buffalo sports and so much more by bringing in the human elements. I call it Buffalo Sports with a Twist. Join me as we take a journey into the world of Buffalo sports. I guarantee you'll fall in love with Buffalo just like I did. Each week we start with an inspiration, question of the day, a Buffalo fun fact, and a weekly challenge to you, the listener. Come huddle up with me every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 4 p.m. Pacific Coast Time for the Buffalo Huddle with Patty Bax on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. As we say in Buffalo, go Bills!
back, everyone. This is KC Sports with your man Bishop, live on IE Sports Radio, your direct feed for all that is sports. It's almost that time, y'all. Just bear with me. I know a lot of y'all at the grind, working y'all last few hours of y'all shift. A lot of y'all headed home. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me, man. This is not a happy day. It's gloomy outside. The Chiefs lost. Oh, man, what we gonna do? Sporting KC got knocked out of the playoffs. It's horrible, man. But we good. We good. We'll bounce back. You know, everything will be everything, like I said. Chiefs get ready to take on Buffalo Bills. Patty backs. Holla at me. No, I'm just playing. Oh, man, I'm definitely going to try to catch that show. So I can get on there and we can talk about things for the upcoming game. So yeah, I'm ready to see that. That's gonna be a challenge, I believe, for this offense. I feel like at this point of the season, if I had to compare the Chiefs to a team, man, I would probably compare it to Buffalo. Like, I'm trying to, yeah, I would probably compare it to Buffalo. I know that sounds crazy, but I feel like, because Buffalo have games where they can't execute and get it together neither. And that's kind of where we are, man. We can't execute. We didn't execute yesterday. The better team won. The Chiefs they didn't deserve to win that game. Even if the PI penalty on MVS would have stood or would have got called and we scored and win the overtime, whatever, we didn't deserve to win that game. Nah, the Packers deserved it. They did what they had to do. They took care of business. I'm looking at Buffalo right now, and I'm over it. Today's Monday. After today, I'm not talking about Chiefs and Packers. By the end of business hours today, the Chiefs-Packers talk for me stops. I'm looking at Buffalo. So, Paige and her faces, that emojis that she putting on here. Yeah, I know. They're Buffalo. They couldn't execute last night. The defense didn't really show up, man. They couldn't stop the run. It was so weird. It was so weird to see that Chiefs, that side of the Chiefs team. I mean, we've been seeing the offensive struggles all season, so that wasn't a shock. But that defense last night was definitely a shocker to me. So it is what it is. It's a quiet show today. I'm not amped up as I normally would be. Guess I'll get ready to watch this boring game between Jags and the Bengals. 8-3 Jaguars take on 5-6 Bengals in Jacksonville. Woo wee yay! It's a Monday night game. Those games, Monday night, Thursday night, are typically horrible freaking games. So I hope that they put on a show. It would be nice to see if the bank, like, just for some entertainment. I don't like the Bengals. I don't like the Bengals. I'm sorry. I was gonna say just for entertainment purposes. Okay, I don't want the Bengals to win, but I want them to fight. I want the game to be a fight, a shootout, punch out, knockout, drag out, whatever you want to call it. That's what I want to see in tonight's primetime matchup between the Bengals and the Jaguars. I want to see a fight. I want to see Calvin Ridley get 50 yards, Christian Kirk get 60 yards. Yeah, hold on. Y'all know where I'm going. I like to see Travis Etienne get, 2 or 3 receptions. Trevor Lawrence, I need you to throw for 200 yards to complete my parlay. I got the Jaguars winning this game. I think the spread was, I think it was like 6 points or something, wasn't it? The spread is 10 points. Jesus Christ. Jacksonville are 9.5 point favorites. So I wouldn't say 9.5. If I were you guys, I would buy and sell points. What I like to do is I like to flip it. I like to flip it, and I would say I like to turn. I would go plus 1.5 on Jacksonville. That's what I would do. I mean, some of y'all are maniacs, and y'all take that spread minus 118, minus 9.5. I don't know. I would just go money line, fuck it, because you don't know what's gonna happen. So I don't know, man. You expect Jaguars to win, but T. Higgins is coming back today, I believe. And I don't know much about the Jake Browning guy. But with those kind of weapons, hell, even the average of averages of quarterbacks should be pretty decent. Yeah, I think I'll take Moneyline Jaguars. Moneyline Jaguars. I'm not messing with the total points in the game because it's Monday night. It's going to be hard, man, it's going to be hard to figure out what the point's going to be. Hell, they might only score a collective of 19 damn points. Like I said, we just saw the Chargers and the Patriots game where it was 6-0 final score. So, telling what you're going to see. Larry B said true. Because I'm telling you, man, you never know. I have a small little lay that I'm going to put on the game. I should have went into the details. I got a couple of reception props for Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, that I'm thinking about laying down. I already got a leg set up from Sunday night, and my last two legs is, I think, it's 60-40, 60 yards for Christian Kirk, 40 yards for Calvin Ridley, and that'll complete my parlay. Appreciate it, Larry B. I'm about to get my butt kicked because I'm talking about betting. The boss just walked in. She's looking at me funny. Appreciate all y'all out there, man, that tuned into the show. You want to say something? Hey, can somebody please call for help? Hey, you. All right, man, y'all take care. Peace.